What's going on, everybody? Mike McIntyre here from All Things Sports, back with a brand new video. I'm super pumped that you are here today. We have a fun, interesting, informative video today. Let's get into it. Today we have a brand new video. Given everything that's going on, it's a lot more difficult to get boots in sort of studio here for me to review. So I want to do a video today talking about Mizuno. A lot of you know they're probably my favorite boots in the world of all time. Definitely one of the best boots that you can buy. And I want to show you guys how you can prolong the lifespan of the boot. How can you take care of these boots, because there is a little bit of care involved, given that these are the most premium kangaroo leather boot that you're ever going to find. So here are my Mizuno Morelia Neo 2s, made in Japan version. They have the best leather upper that you'll ever find on a football boot, in my opinion. Super light, very comfortable, responsive, thanks to the back 2/3 of the shoe, which are made from a synthetic material but covered in a very nice leather. It's the forefoot and toe box area that's made from this made in Japan premium leather. Fantastic kangaroo leather upper, and they hold up really well. But to help the boot survive and sort of prolong its lifespan and give it that longevity that I've been able to experience with my blue pair, there is some care involved. So we're going to take care of that today. You're going to receive a little kit with the made in Japan Morelia Neo boots. So they come with this nice felt kind of pad, I guess, whatever you want to call it, a cloth, and this leather cream care product right here. Now, I've done unboxings about the Morelias before, so people probably know what's inside, but I'm going to show you exactly how I go about using this stuff to create a nice, solid, smooth upper, very soft, very plush, and just, again, help it prolong its lifespan. So that is the key to today's video. So we're gonna head over here to the desk, and we are going to show you exactly how to go about, caring for these boots. So you're gonna take one area of the cloth, okay? And you're gonna put just a little bit of cream on it. You don't need too much, and I wanna try and keep this cream for as long as I possibly can. So what I like to do is create one little line here of the cream. Again, it's not that much, right? It's just a little bit of leather care cream. I create one little line. This is, again, there's no way that this process is right or wrong, but for me, this is the best way to do it. Then I'll take the boot, and again, it's the forefoot that is made out of the most premium kangaroo leather, okay? You don't need to worry too much about back here, because this is all synthetic with a nice thin layer covering on top. You want to worry about the forefoot area. So I'll try and create this line here. I want to divide it up into 3 parts. One for the medial side, one for the top part of the boot, and then one for the outside. So if I start over here, for example, you'll see that I'll just take a little bit of cream and I'll wipe it down there. Then I'll use a little bit more to touch on the top. And then you can see I have that little bit left. And I'll use that along the inside, and now I'll really rub it in. Okay? So I'm going to rub this in, and I want to absorb all of this cream into the leather area. I want to get down near the seam as well to help strengthen that bond, help strengthen that leather. And now you're just going to rub it in. Okay, you're going to rub it into the seams, into the leather, and you'll notice that it has this nice smell. Again, get around near the seam, get around near the base of the shoe to prolong or to reinforce that bond. Okay, and now whatever material is left on my cloth, I'll use that to kind of just clean up the side and the back part of the boot. Again, the back part is just a synthetic material, so you don't need to worry about that too much. I'll just use whatever's left on the cloth and rub that out onto the back 2/3 of the shoe. Again, I don't need a lot of cream here because this isn't pure leather. Sorry, I bumped the camera. Here, I just need a little bit of cream to reinforce the leather area and create a nice bond. Okay, so that's boot number 1. So again, that's the key. You don't need too much cream. Just take a little bit. I like to use one patch of the cloth, create a line, and now divide that line up into 3 for the lateral, middle, and medial side of the boot. So I'll create another line, we'll do the second boot. And again, don't worry too much about the back 2/3. You're worried about the forefoot. Where is the majority of the leather on the Morelia Neo? It's all in the forefoot. That's the premium kangaroo leather. That's the area you want to protect and keep that lifespan going. So we're gonna do boot number 2. Just a little bit of cream, okay? Not too much, because you want to leave the cream, you want to be able to use it for a long period of time. You don't want to abuse it necessarily. Okay, so then again, we'll take the little line of cream that I've created. I'll put a dash here on the medial side, a little bit on the top, and now I'll use whatever's left on the cloth to do the outside portion of the boot right here, okay? So I'm gonna get in here and really try and absorb the cream into the leather. And again, focus along this seam. You want to create a strong bond between the sole plate and the leather upper of the boot. Get into the top here. That's a lot of touches on the ball right there. So get into that top portion. And now again, really rub in the side, get into that seam where the boot bonds to the sole plate. Those are the areas that really, really affect the performance of the boot. So get into there, and then again, whatever's left into the cloth, it's a suede cloth, so there is a little bit left. Rub that out on the rest of the boot. It gives the boot a nice shine. You'll probably notice a difference, and it just helps to strengthen and give that longevity to the boot. A little bit around the heel, really rub that leather in, okay? And then on the medial side here, we'll get that in. Bump the camera again, sorry for that. And there we go. Okay, and now you just want to let it soak. Let the rubber soak into let the cream soak into the leather. There is no rubber involved. And there you go, a good clean look. You've probably noticed already. Look at that shine. The boot has a nice little sparkle to it. It definitely has a nice smell. It's absorbing the cream, and the leather feels really, really soft and plush. Now you're just gonna leave them. Put them back in the case, and you're pretty much done. So there's not much to do, okay? That is pretty much it, but it's the best way to take care of the leather of the Morelia Neo 2s. I don't use the cream after every single wear. Again, I want to get as long a lifespan out of these boots as I possibly can. So if I use the cream every single time I wear it, and I use a lot of cream, well, I'm gonna run out of cream quite quickly, and that'll shorten the lifespan of the boot, because the cream will preserve the leather. Okay, that's key. The cream preserves the leather, and you want the leather to last as long as possible so that the boot performs for as long as possible. Obviously, you want the longest period of time out of a product that you paid for. So I'll tend to use it, I mean, it depends how often you play. If you're only playing once a week, you could probably use the cream once a month, okay? Once every 4 wears. I was playing up to 4 times a week, so I would use the cream once every week and a half, okay, or once every 2 weeks. So maybe once every 6 to 8 sessions, that's when you want to use the cream. Give it a nice, clean finish to the boot. Do exactly what I showed you today. That's the best way to preserve the leather of the Morelia Neo 2s, or any Mizuno boot for that matter. I hope I made that clear. I hope it's informative. If you are interested in Mizuno boots, I highly, highly recommend them. They're the best boot that you're possibly going to wear. I can almost guarantee it. At least in my opinion, I've definitely found my favorite boot of all time. So I'm a huge believer in the Mizunos. If you want to try a boot out and something different, something new, you're interested in a very performance-oriented feel, Morelia Neo 2. Responsive, Morelia Neo 2. Conical studs, best way to go. You can use them on any field surface. Mizuno Morelia Neo 2, you kind of see where I'm going with this. And then you have the most premium leather upper that you're possibly going to get. It's better than synthetic, it's more comfortable, and it's very, very good. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Mike McIntyre, All Things Sports. If you have any questions, I usually get an answer out to you. Leave that down below. If you liked the video, you found it informative, you know what to do, you know what I'm going to say, smash that like button. It always helps me out. And last but not least, please subscribe to the channel. We're growing. We need to get this thing bigger, and I need you guys to help me do it. So thank you guys very much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, I'm Mike McIntyre, All Things Sports. Catch you in the next one. Peace.